Jumping right in. Oh, how I got cat hair in my mouth so quick? I just got here. What the babies? They're just boys. They're just little fellas. Yeah, what do you do? What do you do when you got
Can you go unscrew that light bulb?
Which one?
That one? Yeah. Just that one. Yeah, the one above your head. Yeah, that should. And you can turn that lamp off. And you can turn it off. Thank you. Okay, that's great. No, you're good.
Oh, you got the incense going?
Oh yeah, we're
in it.
We're vibed up.
Oh no. I gotta come around here more often, these cats.
Guys, welcome back to Jacob V Weekly. We want to start by reminding you of CattyShack in New Hamel, Illinois. We have rescued thousands of cats by now, more and more by the day, because you people are monsters out there. Where in rural Illinois, where cats are some kind of low-end currency and people just leave them all over town. Help them out. It's a small family operation. Every penny goes straight to saving actual cats. They do a lot of fundraisers on their Facebook. They'll even show you like the specific cat that you could donate to their vet bills and their accommodations.
CattyShack. It's CattyShack.
Is that all?
In Hamel, Illinois. I don't know.
Save a life for 9.
Yeah, it was change up right there.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
That's where you change it up.
JacobV.com is still very much a website, and you should go there. I post show announcements there and links to all other kind of places to find all the other stuff we do here. No Antics is playing this coming Saturday at the Get Down for the 4-year anniversary party of the Get Down. That's always where the after party is for the No Antics gigs. So we're going to just do the gig there. And
when is that?
Saturday night at the Get Down. I'm sure it's free. We're also playing with Kirkos. Kirkos just played a show with me at El Leonador the other evening.
So are you not coming to dinner for my birthday?
When?
On Saturday night.
No, I mean, I don't play until like 8.
Okay. I don't remember when the reservation is. I didn't make it.
We also, are you going to see Dad for your birthday this week at all?
I see him every day.
No, but for your birthday, we should, as a family, do you want to sit down for your birthday?
We could. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you.
But he didn't say that.
We haven't talked about getting dinner or anything.
We're still opening the show. Let's not.
Okay.
No Antics Saturday with Kirkos at the Get Down. If you are not on patreon.com/JacobV, you need to go, because it's $1 a week. And we posted a video of a impromptu performance that happened in between bands at the super weird psychedelic extravaganza I hosted at El Leonador last Saturday. So, by the way, El Leonador, the tacos are really good. It seems like you can only get them between like 9 o'clock and midnight Friday and Saturday right now, but they're really, 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 really good. I think I'm going to go this weekend just to see whatever the show happens to be and get a taco. Not a sponsor. They wouldn't know what a podcast was. Trust me. You should. This place is a little too authentic. It's beautiful.
They're the ones that did a pop-up at Bluewood 2 times while they were between kitchen occupants.
Really?
Yeah. No, they got good shit.
Yeah, the quesadilla was so good. I went back and tried to order another one, but she made me tacos instead.
You know what I love about you and your confidence is that as a 30-some-odd-year-old man, you can still order a quesadilla.
Oh, I love a quesadilla. The quesadilla is back.
Is it?
Yeah. It was also the bartender's birthday. I don't remember her name, but she was great.
That's wonderful.
And some of her guests ended up doing an impromptu performance that I happened to be rolling camera and audio on. So that little snippet is on the Patreon. That's the kind of random exclusive content you get on patreon.com/JacobV. Shout out to our executive producers, Neil Wolf and Doreen Priestley. They pay above the normal tier, which is only $4 monthly.
So they pay you $5 monthly?
Well, I think Doreen is $5. Neil started off above that, and he's an executive producer. He's coming on the show.
So what's the bare minimum to be an executive producer? $5?
$5.
Okay.
$5, you're an executive producer of this show. And this is the Money Bomb episode. I need money. So money. I make content anyway. Whether or not I have money, I'm making content. You might as well get in on the content I'm making because it's a very small group right now.
We do need to pod more. I feel like we kind of fell off.
Well, have you noticed I cleaned up down here?
It does look significantly better than it usually does. And I like
put a lot of work in this.
I like the rearranging that you did.
But I host a band practice down here now.
I still don't know how you moved that pool table.
You give it a little scootsy. This is vinyl floor. You give it a little scoot a boot.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it, I guess.
Yeah, it's back there.
I just thought you would have had all those 20-year-olds that you're in bands with help you move.
Well, the band that practices down here is not the younger guys. And so... people aren't nearly as helpful as you'd think they'd be.
Well, everyone's got their own things going on.
Yeah, and praise God. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
sure,
So
why
like a
not?
salam.
I don't know what that's got to do with it, but sure.
Blinded by Stereo practices down here now, so we're probably going to do a live stream down here pretty soon.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll just have to put the cameras in a different place and it'll be
You
fine.
go from opening for Flo Rida to playing in a basement.
I wish that was the extent of it. We also were in the studio recently. There's going to be new stuff coming from them. It's going to be very exciting. I'm in a cover band called Fresh Rain. We do all kinds of parties and stuff. We've been really out there in some really cool stuff lately. I played a wedding a couple weeks ago.
You did?
Where they were shooting clay pigeons off of the dock right on the other side of the window I was playing in front of.
Fuck yeah, that's amazing.
It was a wedding, and they were shooting guns.
Was that October 21st?
Something like that. Who
it
we
was.
go?
Was
Oh,
it?
Andy Jaycox is like the stream. That's
Andy.
going to be really obnoxious to the audio version of the episode. I wonder if that stays in. I'm going to
Andy J.
It's shout out to another patron on Patreon. Isn't it great?
Andy Jaycox.
I've been talking about this a lot lately,
What?
and I've been really exploring these themes. Where do you fall on like a faith spectrum?
I lack faith.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's just on a serious note, I lack faith probably out of spite for a lot of people that were like heavy on pushing the faith onto me.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about.
But also I lack faith because I believe in science. And also, a lot of horrible shit happens every day, and there's no higher power stopping it, in my opinion. And that's controversial. I know. There's a lot of people that do believe in something.
No, but you have to speak to your experience, and your emotional reality is your reality that you have to live in. So you don't owe people to act like you have a perfect intellectual response to that.
Well,
Faith is your own journey.
And back when I did believe, I think, in a higher power, I think I was a little bit more optimistic. Like, especially in the last decade, I've just been very negative, and just thinking like, oh, it's all fucked, and just kind of defeatist. And it's because, there is no safety net. There is no promise of anything great after all this. We just kind of got to suffer through it and see what happens. Which will probably be nothing. But I don't really, because that sounds so negative and it sounds kind of hateful. And I wish that I wasn't.
No, but I know exactly what you're talking about. In the 90s, there was this Irish Catholic community that was clinging on to relevancy, but they'd lost all their jobs to, outsourcing.
All the sermons were moved to India.
Bangladesh was doing the mass, and but no, so it was in that
communion involved shipping and receiving.
People don't really remember like how progressive society now would look to us back then, because and so people that were like religious, like theological zealots of various varieties, they could rule their families and their communities with this authority, which I'm not for, but it was a negative experience for us. However, don't you ever think that it could have been fun?
Well,
in a different time without that negativity? Couldn't like hardcore Catholicism have been some fun?
Maybe, but also that involves trusting every part of your being into something that you might not be guaranteed any sort of intervention from in moments of crisis.
I think that's what I'm like, maybe like romanticizing is the idea of just giving yourself over to an institution that built civilizations and colonized the world.
Yeah, but they also did some horrible shit.
Well, that's the thing. If they hadn't done some of that stuff, we'd probably be devout Catholics now. I got that dogma in me. You know what I'm saying? That dogma, son.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm having a really bad day, and I'll say a little prayer just in case I'm wrong. But usually it's followed by 30 seconds.
That residual
of me
thing is
myself.
the thing I like. Like I have some of that like cultural like Catholic shit still that I
Well, I
noticed.
went to like 5 different churches. I went to church more than you did when we were younger.
Why are you pointing at me? About Jesus?
No, I'm saying I went to church more than you when I was younger because mom thought I was very poorly behaved and would just send me to church with anybody.
Yeah, we thought you had demons.
I have demons.
That's what I said. As a mom, it is a demon, but
it's like
is the demon.
It's like when someone rents out an apartment and then they make improvements to the apartment even though they don't own it. Like, hey, landlord, just so you know, I replaced this ceiling fan because this one's just nicer. And it's like, oh, thank you, tenant. And that's my relationship that I have with the demons now. Or like, hey, you know what? The toilet was really a piece of junk, so I replaced the whole toilet. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, demons.
Yeah, thanks, demon. Mm-hmm. And
that's the best comparison.
Like, I prefer to spell out the saint in St. Louis, SAINT.
I sometimes just drop the ST altogether. Sometimes I just call it Lewis.
Sometimes
it's like, I'm from Lewis, Missouri.
How do you feel about Martin Luther?
Martin Luther or Martin Luther King?
Martin Luther. Just Martin Luther. Martin Luther King.
Don't know enough about the fella.
Martin Luther he translated the Bible from Latin into, I guess it would have been German for him, but common tongue.
The King James Bible?
I guess it would have been before that?
Would have been before that?
I don't know.
No, you say he translated the commandments?
No, the Bible. He was in prison, and here, let me look it up.
Wasn't that the King
I didn't know
James?
I was going to teach you this.
I don't see. That's the thing is
you don't know Martin Luther.
I forgot so much.
I don't like this guy at all.
I stopped caring about learning.
I think in a perfect world, I think the church would still be the cornerstone of our community, and I think
whenever somebody
would just let the priest decode the Latin for you. You're not going.
Whenever somebody tries to educate me on something like this, I dissociate. I fully zone out, and I don't even think about anything. I just exist for like until they're done talking. And that's just a thing that I do. And then it's kind of funny because I like read and listen to a lot of shit about like fantasy stuff now since I got into D&D and everything like that. And it's just kind of like, oh wait, did you know that the Silmarillion, the book written to explain the world that is the universe of the Lord of the Rings, is very much like the Christian Bible?
Oh, sure, of course, everyone knows that.
A lot. I listened to the whole creation story, and I was like, hold on, this is something. Also, have you seen all that shit explaining how a lot of Christian or Catholic history, just that whole religious history, tracks really hard with like post Ragnarok Greek mythology?
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
So Martin Luther,
there's a lot in there.
A German translation of the New Testament in 1522 and a German translation of the Old Testament in 1534.
Man, that was a long time ago.
Well, and then his beliefs and whatnot became the formation of the Lutheran Church. And my problem with Lutheran, as a guy that would identify as Catholic, like if God came down and said, which tribe are you going into? Like culturally, I think that's where I was supposed to end up. You know what I mean? Lutherans get on my nerves.
No, I don't really know the difference between any of those. I don't know about Lutherans. I don't know about the Episcopalians.
I can't talk to you about anything. You don't know enough about anything.
You're right. I've voided my mind of any knowledge that I have of any.
Did you know that it's scandalous to throw out the leftover host after communion?
What's the host?
The Eucharist, the body of the Lord.
You mean eucalyptus? Because that's great to
it's
hang
not
in the
eucalyptus.
shower.
You shouldn't swallow much eucalyptus.
I don't think. Yeah, no. You mean the cracker?
The Eucharist, yeah, the host.
Why is it called the Eucharist?
That's one of the many words for it.
Well, see, the prefix "eu."
Here's my
EU.
thing. I think if this new pope is really doing some shit, and he's trying to be cool about a lot of stuff that popes didn't used to be cool about. I'm thinking the Catholic Church has a progressive.
Aren't they accepting trans individuals?
Exactly what I'm talking about. One of those things.
Yeah,
exactly. Love that.
I love that for them as well.
I think it's going to have a progressive resurgence, and I think I'm going to get in on the ground floor. I'm copywriting this right now. Flaming Hot Eucharist.
Like Flaming Hot Cheeto.
Yeah, but it's the body of Christ. It's the little wafer.
I mean, for more progressive groups, I think that would be a really fun idea.
Yeah, or maybe we do the chili lime Taki flavor.
Also love the idea of that. Or was it the Fuego Azul, the blue fire? Is that the blue flavor? That'd be a fun Eucharist. Actually, you should just have a variety pack that comes in like one of those like
a Cool Ranch Eucharist.
One of those like 20 packs of bags of chips, but it's just different types of.
Why is no one flavoring Eucharist?
I don't know if. Have you ever tried human flesh?
No.
Neither have I, but I assume that they didn't have seasonings as potent for human flesh back in the day, and it's supposed to be the body of Christ, so.
And then you could do like a mango hooch for the blood.
Also, if Jesus was the Son of God, does that really make him more of a Nephilim?
That'd be sweet if they were like, actually, Jesus was 9 feet tall and he was dunking on him.
Right.
He was dunking on him,
He
bruh.
was part God, part human. Huge penis.
Oh no. See, that's sacrilegious. See, I don't like that.
Well, see, the only real image that we have of Jesus in our heads is that one artist's boyfriend. What was his name? Leonardo da Vinci? Was that the one? Was
Da Vinci's boyfriend was Jesus?
Was it Da Vinci that like drew like all those paintings?
Are you going to refuse to look this up?
And well, I don't. I have a cat on me.
We're back.
That's a running bit. We have that in every single session that we do together.
We still got it.
But I do have a cat on me, and it's making it very difficult for me to do anything.
It's carnage out here, folks. Near and far, people are living in horror and suffering. And it's not just a flash of a terrible scene. It's minutes upon minutes of nonstop trauma out there. It's uncertainty. What are we going to do about Israel and the Ukraine and Taiwan?
You and I are going to do nothing.
We can't do anything?
We literally cannot as individuals.
My wife has been recommending we vote with our dollar. Apparently, McDonald's is pro-Israel. Raising Cain is pro-Palestine. Yeah.
Really?
Apparently.
Very interesting. So, I'm super against what is happening over there.
I don't like any of the things.
I think it's just a bunch of hate bombing.
We gotta stop the hate, guys.
Dumb. And it's horrible, and I keep seeing just constant updates on social media, and it's mostly just like dead kids and stuff, and I hate that because that's not what's supposed to happen. And it should stop, and that's my hard opinion on it. Does that mean that any of that is going to resolve itself? No. But like, what the fuck, guys?
I mean,
also, didn't they start by bombing a prison?
I thought it was the music festival. And then there was a hospital.
It was a music festival in a prison that had a hospital.
It was the hospital wing of a prison that was having a music festival.
I'd rather not dig too deep into this because sometimes when I'm uncomfortable, I make jokes and I don't want anyone to get offended.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But also, seriously, it's a horrible thing and I really wish it wasn't happening. Yeah. And I don't stand with Israel. I don't.
And maybe it's Western privilege to say this, but we need solutions that don't include radical transformation of faith structures or death. We need to be able to find a solution that doesn't involve somebody radically changing their fundamental beliefs that have perpetuated this conflict for 1,000 years.
What's that Dave Chappelle said? Modern solutions require, or modern... It's fine. It's okay. I don't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of him.
I don't really know. I'm talking about like 25 years ago.
Yeah, but you know what? No, it wasn't
20,
that long
20,
ago.
20.
Yeah, ish. 15 to 20.
Maybe 18 years ago.
17.8.
The joke's so old that it can vote. Speaking of voting, do we want to talk about DeSantis and his heels?
Yeah, please, because I don't know anything about that. I don't have time to keep up.
Have
with
you
him.
not seen any of the video footage of him just walking? And he literally is walking like he's wearing high heels, but he's wearing boots. So that means he has such tall heel lifts in his boots that he has to walk like a woman in high heels.
Is he short?
And he's got to be. And I only have one general opinion about
This
that.
is a
He's
problem.
probably got, let me finish, he's probably got the most dynamite calves we've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying.
run
That
for
butt
office.
is tight.
His calves, you could probably wash your laundry on them. You know, they probably got so many just, striations. Striations.
What is that?
That's when you can see the lines between the muscles. You can see the separations.
Holy God.
Those are striations. I bet his calves are just ridiculous. Because he's always wearing heels. But he has them disguised as boots. But also that's been going on since like the 14th century. Since they invented boots and there were short people that wanted to look taller, they've had heel lifts.
Isn't that crazy that you and me never had that problem?
I mean, you're not even that tall. You're like 6'2".
People think I'm huge.
Well,
People that aren't
you're a
from the
massive
clan.
man. When you die, I want to have your skull put on my mantle just so people can see how massive your fucking head is.
I got 24 inches of neck, brother.
Exactly. Mine's only 20, and I was impressed by that.
Yeah, you got thick neck too, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Thick.
What are you clocking? No, don't tell me on the air.
Thick, huh?
I was going to ask you what you weigh, but don't tell me.
308.
295.
Really? You weigh less than I do?
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
First time in a long time.
I got a lot of mass.
You know what is one of the things I've been doing is I've been skipping dessert unless it's like a homemade thing in a special environment that like when you're supposed to have dessert. And
Yeah, I never have dessert at home.
but I've been hitting the DCs real hard.
So you've been cutting out sweets in recreation, and you've been
But
compensating
anytime I
with DCs.
want anything,
Is that even a DC? Let me see that.
this is a Coke Zero.
Does that count?
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same ingredients. It's just flavored differently.
Why the shit would it even? Why?
I don't know. I don't like it. I prefer Diet Coke.
You know,
I think I'm going to switch to the caffeinated sparkling water.
I think I'm just gonna start taking. So now they make those nicotine pouches like Zins,
The Zin.
Zines or Zins. I call them Zines usually.
Zin.
Zins. But now they have caffeine
loves
in them.
those.
So now they have caffeinated.
They got calf Zin?
They got calf
They
pouches.
got Zin Calf.
And I think that instead of having coffee every day, I'm just gonna pop one of those in my asshole.
A little nicotine.
I'm
a
gonna
little
pop.
caffeine.
I'm gonna pop some nicotine
Put a little
and caffeine
B12 in there.
my ass. And
What
I'm
about?
gonna let that carry me. I'm gonna let that carry me.
You could do a little lion's mane, a little kratom.
I did have that mushroom coffee once. It was pretty good.
Do you notice a difference from the nootropics like that though?
Not really. No. I do thoroughly enjoy microdosing mushrooms, but I don't do it often.
Because some people take those and they feel like they can tell immediately. I wonder if Mom has all that Alpha Brain she ordered.
She said she had Alpha Brain. I tried to get her to give it to me, and Danielle insisted that she
why
not.
is that? Why can't I have a supplement? I wanted one.
Why does our mother have Alpha Brain? Is the
Because
question.
It's the same reason my mom will get abducted by a UFO at Walmart. She will go into Walmart at 5:45 and say, "Hey, I'm walking in here. Let me call you when I'm done." And then she'll call you at 8:50 and say, "I don't know what happened. I was just in there for 3 hours. At one point, I just said I gotta go."
And she steals houseplants.
And she'll steal a houseplant.
Every time she goes to Walmart, she steals something because she knows
What?
that Walmart is evil, and they get so much free money from the government to compensate for theft that she likes to steal from them because
think we're supposed to
how
be-
dare they turn a
I don't
profit
think we're
and
supposed to
get all
talk
that
about
government money. Huh?
I don't think we're 30 minutes in.
Government money.
I don't.
Walmart gets it.
I don't-
Sam Wall wipes his
Anybody
ass.
that'll be mad about you talking
Sam
about that, I don't
Wall
trust them
wipes
to
his
make it
ass
this
with
far
your
in.
tax dollars.
Walton.
Walton?
Yeah.
No, he's just Sam Wall.
Sammy Wall. Is he still alive?
Sammy Wall.
The original Wall.
I don't know.
The Wahlberg.
I really couldn't tell. He's not a Wahlberg. That would be funny if they were somehow related to the whole mix-up. The Wahlbergs. Have you had a Wahlburger? Neither have I. What? You're supposed to say something after I say something. That's how conversation works.
No, I've never
Don't
had
you
a
look at me like
Wahlburger.
I'm
What's
crazy.
it compared to? Is it like a Shake Shack?
I think it's supposed to be like, yeah.
Or is it
I think it's more casual.
Five Guys?
I think it's more like Whataburger. Like they got drive-throughs. Also,
all burgers have drive-thrus?
Did you know that there's a new burger place just down the street from you? Just down Macklin, but it's that way.
Yeah,
it's towards Gravois.
It's those brothers that have that deli.
Yeah, something brothers.
That used to be the Corner Bistro, and they had a buffalo chicken pizza that was the best pizza in town.
I've had some really good pizzas. I had Shotzi's for the first time in a long time the other day.
Why do you keep talking? You can't shill for Shotzi's on my show.
Do you know?
This is like the third episode in a row you've mentioned Shotzi's.
You keep promising your people just wonderful content. I can't think of the word right now. I'm losing my mind. But you keep promising your followers good content, but you won't do a mobile pod bang bang with me where we eat Shotzi's pizza, then we go get a burger at Concord Grill.
When have you tried to schedule that with me?
I talked to you about it 5 times now at least. I think 3 times on the air.
When have you tried to schedule it?
Well, you usually
don't want to do it Saturday morning.
You never call. You want me to do a bang bang on Saturday morning, and then we're supposed to go get pizza at Pizzeria de Gloria in the Hill that evening for my birthday dinner. You want me to ruin pizza for myself that morning? Be more considerate. Be better.
Are those places open on Sunday?
I have no idea.
You want to go after work one day?
We definitely could. We could hit it up on a Wednesday. Wednesday is Danielle's longest day of the week. Oh, actually, no. I'm starting working evenings next week. I start at Miracle next week.
Really? What evenings are you going to be working?
Tuesday through Friday.
We got a plan for that.
I'll be off on Mondays, but I do have therapy every other Monday.
Listen, this is not an on-air conversation that we need to have.
What?
This scheduling of when we're going to do the pod when you're bartending.
No, I'm sure Andy Jaycox is really enjoying this conversation.
Well, he needs it. He needs it. He misses you when you're not around.
Andy Jaycox!
Have you seen that basically in bathrooms in schools all over the world, it's a fucking nightmare right now?
Did you know that they're putting litter boxes for cat children?
We talked about this on the Patreon.
Schools? Did we?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out it's really a little bit of a bigger deal in rural school districts for some reason. And everyone's upset about it, but I'm just kind of like, hey, I mean, cat kids can be anywhere.
Well, the cat kids probably own their property there, like their families do.
Yeah. But also you think in the rural environments that they would be reinforcing the stereotype of not being as accepting of people who are identifying as cats. So why would the school districts put litter boxes in the bathroom? And also, can you imagine being a custodian in one of the schools and then you got to scoop human-born shit from a feline child out of a litter box?
I don't know if anyone was using them. We couldn't figure.
Oh no, they're getting used.
There are who's. You didn't look into this anymore.
No, this is coming straight from like Monette Purdy, like Southwest Missouri.
But I know we talked a little bit about it on the Patreon. But it's
happening.
But is it? But have we not looked any more into it?
Here's another question: if you had a child who identified as a feline, like this guy, and they decided they wanted to use a litter box as felines do, and they started shitting in your bathroom in a box, would you clean that for them? Or would you make them do it?
How old are they?
What if they identified at the age of 10?
I'd probably have them be like, look, if this is the adaptation you want to make, you got to learn how to maintain it.
But our mother cleaned up so many of our messes.
Not bathroom messes after 10.
No, but a lot of messes.
More of yours.
Don't. I disagree.
Have we talked about the Britney memoir?
No. Have we talked about the Dubai prank show that made Paris Hilton think that she was in a plane crash?
No.
It was basically like Dubai punked, and they took Paris Hilton up in a plane, and she was like, "Oh, we're just going for a place in a plane, cool, whatever." And she gets on the plane, and then they fake an engine failure and have her think that she's on a plane that is just diving towards Earth, and a guy wearing a parachute under his coat gets sucked out of the plane to make her think that the plane's literally falling apart. And then they land, and then they're like, we got you, I'm an actor from Egypt, and we got you. And she's like pissed and crying. Poor Paris.
What else do I look at? What do I look up?
Paris Hilton Dubai prank show, plane prank.
Yeah. Keep talking.
I just saw it today, and I know we didn't talk about it, so I just thought I'd bring it up because it sounds like a fun thing. If you're out there and you have access to, that kind of media, which everyone does because we all got phones, look it up. I feel bad for her. She's like legit mortified. She thinks that she thinks those are her last moments on Earth, and then they're like, "Oh, we got you." She's so upset.
Oh, I can see this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't show it because it's somebody else's video. We'll get pulled because we're live. Oh, she's really upset. It's on TMZ too. You can see a good screen grab of her.
Oh yeah, it's no
Didn't
secret.
she just have a baby?
Oh, I think she did.
And everyone's making fun of how big his head was. I wonder if she had a surrogate though. This guy's cool. The Egyptian prankster, Ramez.
That happened. I don't know. I just heard that today, and I was like,
really
wow.
on a plane?
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird looking plane, but it's a plane.
How did they get Paris Hilton on that weird little plane?
I guess maybe they were, in Dubai, there's so much money that they're probably like, hey, you want to go to a party? No, it's not here. It's in Cairo. And let's just fly there real quick. And it's like, okay. And then they just do that. And,
And the guy jumps out of the plane.
She probably flies place to place all the time. She's pretty wealthy.
She's thanking God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then she's crying afterwards.
Because they told her.
Why is she wearing a microphone, though?
I don't know. Maybe they were doing an interview. Maybe it was a mock interview on an airplane.
No, it was after.
I don't know enough about it. I watched the video while driving.
I wonder if that plane is supposed to do that, if that's why they use that weird plane.
Yeah, well, the propellers stopped and alarm beepings went off, and it just starts kind of like, like doing that thing.
Well, that's horrible.
Yeah, I know. If someone did that to me, sometimes you don't know how that's going to work out. Like, remember when Zach Braff called that kid a little shit and pushed him against a car because he thought he he graffitied his car?
Yeah, that wasn't cool. His vibe in response to that was not cool at all.
Yeah, he needed to apologize for that. And I think he did. But it was punked. And, sometimes that just happens. It's just kind of like, you don't pretend to be paparazzi when you're around Tobey Maguire, and you don't graffiti Zach Braff's car when you're a child. Sometimes you learn things about
it.
People.
All makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Tobey Maguire has a horrible relationship with paparazzi. He hates paparazzis. Paparazzi.
Still?
Oh, yeah.
Why does he give a fuck?
I don't know. I think he went from 0 to 100 real quick in 2002.
This whole Spider-Verse shit is fucking me up.
I don't know enough about it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like he's going to be Spider-Man again because it's all in the multiverse where you can have multiple Spider-Mans.
Well, yeah, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man universe exists, both in our hearts and it is now, in the Spider-Verse.
The canon.
Yeah, it's canon. Yes,
I'm over it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, notification.
Yeah, that was Mother.
Whose mother?
Your mother.
Oh, our mom.
Our mom.
Hi, Mom. I wish that I could have her call in so we could ask her which one of us was more of a slob growing up.
Oh, she'll tell us. She can text us at 314-626-4208.
Or what if one of us gave her a grandchild and then that grandchild identified as a cat and then she babysat and had to scoop the litter box?
Well, how would she respond to that?
Yeah. In a hypothetical.
That was a weird way for you to phrase the setup to that hypothetical. It made it sound like we're not doing our duty.
No, it was she was babysitting. Let's say we were on vacation.
No, not doing our duty and having children yet.
Are you making a poop joke by saying duty with a hard T?
I'm not trying to.
Okay.
I'm old.
Duty. Anyway. I feel like we kind of went all over the place there. Just kind of.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Like what part? What part are you asking about here?
Just currently.
I don't really know.
Are you on something?
Not at the moment, no.
Did you have any soy powder today?
I did just before I came here.
You motherfucker, that's what it is.
No, I've heavily cut that out. I've been starving myself of soy.
And what have you been eating then?
Real food.
Like what?
Well, Danielle loves to cook.
We've only talked about cheeseburgers and pizza since you've been here.
It doesn't mean I don't like food. All foods.
Oh, my God. Oh, he just knifed you.
I got clawed. Got clawed good. It's okay, King. Look at your brother. Look at him hanging. Look at him. Look at who's dangling. Dangly boy. Sorry. No, yeah, I love food. I love to eat it. You know. Actually, I think I've gained some weight.
See, this is why we have to do this every week. You are so out of shape. You
Physically?
No,
Because I feel like I'm getting flabby.
no.
And it's kind of rude of you to say that.
On mic, I mean.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I haven't done this in a while.
We'll have to go long.
And we didn't really.
This is
we
not
didn't
going to be a good episode.
We didn't
to
really
clip.
set ourselves up.
I have a whole list of shit here.
Well, let's talk about it.
I've been trying. I can't
You've just been letting me talk
How am I supposed to stop you?
by telling me to shut up.
So I listened to the whole Britney memoir the first weekend it came out, and it's worth it. But
Is
it's hard. It ends in a really good place, and she's been forced to do so much therapy that she's in a really good place about a lot of this stuff.
I don't know that dance video with her and the kitchen knives.
You know what? Though she talks about the Instagram thing, and she really likes, after a whole career of other people telling her what to do and taking pictures and doing whatever they wanted to with them, she really likes being in control of images of herself like she is on Instagram. Now, I don't think the knife dancing is normal.
No, it's dangerous.
But that girl loves to dance, and she's really loving the freedom of Instagram, and she, I'm sure, has a lovely collection of knives. Maybe
if it was
the
prop
knives are
knives.
new. Maybe she wasn't allowed to have knives for 13 years during that conservatorship.
Now she's like, look what I got.
Look what I got, Dad.
Look what I got, world.
I got knives.
I got access
I'm
to
on
knives.
Instagram with knives.
I can cut my own onions,
I don't
but
know.
instead I'm a dance.
It doesn't bother me. She talks
It's-
about
no,
all the
it's
stuff you
scary.
want to talk about.
I was worried.
I'm worried about Justin. Justin's not okay.
Justin,
Timberlake.
why are we worried about Justin?
She talks about him a lot.
Well, I heard that he got her pregnant and he made her get an abortion, and then they broke up. That's what I heard, but it wasn't like a good source.
No, that's all in the book.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's real.
Yeah, you didn't have to say the word.
Do what? Is this an
part of
after
this
school
goes to
special?
YouTube. I mean,
Is this heavily regulated like TikTok?
I don't know.
So we have to say
we
unalive
make
instead of
no
kill.
money on YouTube. We make all of our money at patreon.com/JacobV. So it's not really a big deal.
Guys, it's only $1 a week. Unless you want to be an executive producer.
And then it's $1.25 a week,
And then it's $1.25 a week.
which is still a great deal for
Yeah.
executive.
I know.
You can make decisions about the show. They never do.
You can't even get a pack of gum for $1.25 these days.
Really?
I don't know.
Is
I'm
gum
sure-
high?
I'm sure you can get one of those little
How
ones.
many pieces are in a pack is really the question.
The ones for $1.25? Probably 6 pieces.
That's like what, two sessions of gum
That's like 25 minutes of juicy fruit.
consecutive. Mm-hmm. Do you know when you do the next one? Do you take the old one out?
That's 97 seconds of zebra stripe
Total. It's good though. That first hit is
That's
nice.
And also when you're chain chewing, when you're just chewing until it's done spitting and then starting another one.
Is that what you do though? You get rid of the old one.
I don't chew gum.
But if you were in that scenario, you would get rid of the old one before you started the fresh one.
With zebra stripe when we were kids, that's what I did.
Okay.
Honestly, I was swallowing a lot of gum as a child.
Oh no.
I swallowed a lot of gum as a child.
Oh no.
Hey, you remember bubble tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I swallowed so much bubble tape.
You just put the whole thing in your mouth and swallow
Sometimes.
it.
That's why I wasn't allowed to buy Big League Chew.
That was why.
It was the quantity alone.
Just because you weren't going to pass it all.
Well, yeah. I'm still shitting out gum from when I was a
From then.
baby. Yeah.
Britney had this really great thing in her memoir where she has realized in this journey that her grandfather was really terrible to her dad, and that's why her dad was that exact kind of terrible to her, and whatever.
Oh, you mean generational trauma?
Yeah.
Because that doesn't happen to anybody else.
No, it's just really great that she knows that about her situation and that she can find some peace there. She had a vision or something of maybe she was with a sidekick or something, I don't remember, of her
A sidekick?
she had a sidekick, a T-Mobile sidekick, and somebody texted her on T9.
Oh, no. I just imagined her with like some little smaller person
like
with
a little
mask.
chubby Britney,
Yeah.
a sidekick,
Yeah.
Brandy.
And every time Britney entered the room, Brandy would run in and be like, "It's Britney, bitch!" And then like punch somebody.
And fart. Fart a little bit.
And yeah, it was her duty to make, Britney more appealing by running in first, being loud, and then doing something gross.
This is maybe the worst episode of the show we've ever
That's
done.
not true. This one's. There was one episode where I overindulged in a certain thing, and I just couldn't really communicate. I was just laying here like, but I got really stoned one time. Before
I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But her grandfather came to her and said he was sorry for how he treated her dad when he was a kid, because that's why he was the way he was to her or something. It was really beautiful. It's a beautiful moment in the book. Read beautifully by Michelle Williams, who you'd recognize. I think she was Marilyn Monroe in that one movie.
Michelle Williams.
It's Vanessa Williams' sister. From The Eraser?
Really?
No, Michelle Williams is white.
Oh, that's.
I just that's so funny that I had to mention an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from 1992 for you to recognize Vanessa Williams.
Have you watched that movie recently?
Not recently.
I watched it in the last year. It's bad.
You watched The Eraser in the last year?
It's bad.
What are the odds that would happen, that I would bring it up? Nobody but you has watched The Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Vanessa Williams in the last year, unless they were on hospice and someone
Danielle.
left it on.
It was Danielle. It was my lovely bride-to-be. And I watch a lot of movies from back then with her because she's younger than I am and she doesn't know a lot of these things. So it's like, oh, honey, you gotta watch this. Oh, honey, you gotta watch
You
this.
gotta watch The Eraser?
Yeah, no, we went on an Arnie Schwarzenegger kick. And
You gotta be really careful. 96, I'm sorry, 1996.
yeah, it wasn't 92. I wasn't gonna really get you on it. No, I think we started with Jingle All the Way.
That makes sense.
And then we just kind of went on we watched True Lies, and I was like, oh yeah, you didn't really fully understand that Arnold Schwarzenegger was an action hero that got put in all the roles, so he got to play a spy that spoke German. And in this movie, he deleted people from existence and faked their deaths for them, but in a way more complicated way. But then he gets double crossed, and so we watched Total Recall. We just kept watching old Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I never made her watch Commando. I wouldn't do that to her.
You know what I love about Vanessa Williams? She had an album in 1991 called The Comfort Zone, and it bops.
I want to listen to that on the way home.
Yeah, it's got Best for Last, which was in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. You know that song.
It's been so long.
I'm not going to sing it. It's high.
That's okay. We'll look it up at another time. I was watching a movie about drag queens recently, and it had John Leguizamo, Wesley Snipes,
To Wong Fu.
huh?
To Wong Fu is the name of that movie.
And they get stuck in a desert town or something like that.
And the lady's husband beats her, and she's making spaghetti sauce. It's too spicy.
Oh, and Swayze and Patrick Swayze was the other leading role.
And Wesley Snipes.
I said Wesley Snipes.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
I love that movie. That's a classic.
I had never
We
seen
want to
it.
do a Strawberry Social.
I would love to do a Strawberry Social. They had the whole town dressed in strawberry themed clothing, and it looked wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But no, I got home and Danielle was watching that while she was working from home. Like she just had it on the TV, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck is this? Why is Swayze dressed as a woman? What's going on?" And I sat down and I watched it with her, and I was like, "Wow, I had no idea that existed. Loved it. Thoroughly enjoyed." I've been doing a lot of weird movies lately. I watched Slaughterhouse last week.
Which one's that?
That's the recently made. It's on Hulu, but it's a sorority house slasher movie where the killer is a sloth, a three-toed sloth.
Yeah.
And it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's super bad. But if you watch it, some of the proceeds go towards sloth habitats.
What's it on?
Hulu.
Do I have that?
I do. So I don't see why you wouldn't. But Yeah.
People used to bitch that if we watched too much TV when we were kids, that it would fuck our brains up. But
I think it's educational.
that's exactly what I'm saying. If you fucking force children now to watch 90s television instead of whatever they're doing on their phones and their iPads now, it would be far more educational than
also,
what they're actually doing.
It's really fun to pick apart film.
We learned everything from TV. The TV was always on. And as poor as Mom acts like we were, we always had cable.
Oh, yeah.
Like a basic life necessity in the 90s was cable.
Yeah. And, remember she used to come home from the store and she would just get like a cheap DVD or something from the bin. And it'd be like, guys, look what I got. Hell, that's how we watched, that's how we end up owning Napoleon Dynamite.
I would not be surprised if she still uses a red box.
No.
They're still out there, some of them.
I know, but I don't think she would. I don't think she would feel
Mom,
safe.
are you on Redbox? Ask her.
Look at these cats.
We haven't done an episode since Matthew Perry died.
Oh, yeah. So did they figure that out, that it was
Drowned in the hot tub?
he drowned in a hot tub, but they did his autopsy, results or whatever, and I didn't look into
This
it.
had me thinking again, why does pathology take so long? Or toxology?
I don't know if it has something to do.
Toxicology? What do they call it?
The problem with that and the autopsy situation is that the blood coagulates and it leavens and it just kind of sits to the bottom of the body. So then I think that they have to do a different process than if you were to do a blood tox in a hospital to a living person.
It's because it's dead blood.
It's because it's dead blood.
I didn't know that. That's really insightful.
Is there a vampire movie called Dead Blooded? Because if not, there should.
No, there should be. Let's do one.
Let's do it.
Patreon.com.
I'm actually working on a script right now with a friend for a Thanksgiving themed.
Yeah, we still have to do a
horror
music video. We still have to do a music video.
When did we ever talk about doing a music video?
We have to do one.
Do you want a director?
No. I direct the music video.
Oh, you direct? Do you want a writer? He makes very thorough slideshows.
No, because there's no budget.
Literally, after this, I'm going to go home and watch the slideshow that he's made for this movie.
I think it's you and me and a camera. Is what it is.
But who's the band? What's the song?
It would be for No Antics. We just have a lot of videos to catch up on.
Oh yeah, I'd love to help out with a No Antics video.
Good, thank you. That's all it is.
You just got to let me know.
Yeah, we have several on YouTube, but we have none, I don't think, yet for the latest LP. And we're already, we have enough songs almost finished for another LP.
Do you not have a video for Gay Jesus?
No, it's hard to find somebody that wants to be Gay Jesus. I have the whole thing written and planned out. I just need a sunny day and a culprit.
There are so many people in South City that look like Jesus.
But do they want to be in a video for a song called Gay
Jesus? If you give them a case of PBR, probably.
Okay, well, find me somebody.
Okay, I'll let you know next time I'm out.
I'll put a wig on you.
Tomorrow's my birthday. Maybe I'll go get some drinks after work, and I'll
You don't have any plans tomorrow for your birthday?
Not really. I told Mom I'd stop by, but Danielle's got launch code till 8, and I
got to get something on the books with your father.
Kai, he
launch code till 8.
8:30.
Mother of God.
She works till 3, and then she's got launch code from 5 to 8:30.
Well, that's the future. Girl boss.
Oh yeah, she's gonna
girl
carry
bossing.
us financially. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be good.
We haven't talked about this. We have not done enough of these shows. Matthew McCullough, son of PA Bob McCullough, arrested in Kirkwood trunk or treat shooting.
I actually have a lot to say about that, but first we didn't really talk more about the Matthew Perry thing. I saw one thing that it was saying he said to somebody he was going to out some people related to the whole Hollywood pedophilic elite thing, and then he suddenly drowned in his hot tub.
But you're saying you heard somebody
He went
say
to play
that he said that?
he went to play pickleball that morning. It's not like he woke up, did a speedball, and passed out in the fucking hot tub. He went to play pickleball that morning, came home, relaxed, and then drowned in his hot tub. I think he could have easily been murdered.
Oh, I don't know that you want to do that now.
Hey, no one told you life was going to be this way.
Oh, fuck. I can't let you do that.
I know, we can move on now. But so the trunk or treat cop thing.
Yeah, I'm glad we circled back to Matthew Perry instead of leaving it gracefully. You want to go back and make sure we ruin any nice moment we had about it. Yeah, the prosecuting attorney's son is a police officer, or was, I guess, and pulled his gun out at the trunk or treat.
Yep.
And said he was going to kill people, and parents tackled him. And,
And then
in his mugshot, he looked like shit. The cops beat the fuck out of him.
That day, when he was driving to the trunk or treat, there were reports of him being seen in his vehicle screaming obscenities from the window of his car, saying he was going to kill everybody. And yeah, then he pulled out his I guess service pistol, or was it his own privately owned firearm? I don't know. And fired some shots in the air, just unloaded the mag into the air during a trunk or treat, which people already don't feel safe with their kids trick or treating anymore, which I'm upset about.
The cop is going to pull the gun out at the trunk or treat?
We got 3 groups of kids at my house this year for fucking Halloween. You know how much candy I had to eat because we prepared too much? A lot.
Our first year with our own place getting trick-or-treaters, we only got like 3 groups, and so we gave them way too much candy.
And I love that. We didn't want it. We did tell one kid in an inflated dinosaur costume he could have as much candy as he wants because he was frozen there in fear. I think he was just nervous. And then the little girl next to him proceeded to grab like 6 handfuls. And I was like, get it, sis.
Get it, get girl boss.
Get the candy, sis.
Get that candy, sis.
And then... yeah, so I had to eat a bunch of candy to compensate for the fact that there were not enough kids. But so you want children to be able to go back and trick or treat like we did when we were younger. Got a good picture of the cats. You want children to be able to go trick or treat like they did when we were younger because it was a wonderful experience. Remember, we used to just walk around, and we used to go to South City, and we used to go to the county, and we used to trick or treat all over the damn place.
This sounds like Ron Perlman's first appearance in The Last Supper with Cameron Diaz, where he sang, "Before Christopher Columbus came here, people were using seashells for money."
Sure, I don't know that reference, but
my god, that's my favorite movie.
I love me some Ron Perlman sometimes, like Blade 2. Ron Perlman, a little bit racist, but great character.
No, but good because he doesn't win.
And immediately
he had a good run on The Blacklist, maybe season 2.
Did he? I also enjoyed him in Sons of Anarchy. He played a good character in Drive with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
We can go Hellboy.
I liked his
Hellboy. Ron Perlman was fantastic. Okay, so anyway, on to this cop, Matt Berry. Was that his name? Matthew Berry?
No, you're thinking Matt Perry. This is Matt McCullough.
Sorry. Yeah, that was wow. Okay.
Barry.
Stu Ball. Okay, so yes, former Officer McCullough. Fucking nutcase. And I think that a lot of it was related to the fact that he thought he could get away with it because of nepotism. Because his
cronyism. FOMO years.
So, that's fucked up. And also, what are they going to do now? All those people are traumatized. They're not even going to want to take their kids to trunk or treats anymore.
They can't even trust the cops to secure the trunk or treat.
Exactly. Where are they going to get their treats?
I think everyone just orders their own treats on Amazon next year.
That's not fun.
We can make it fun. Hide them around the house like Easter.
But also, I mean,
turn the lights off. Find the candy in the dark around the house for Easter and put bookshelves in all the windows.
That sounds weird.
To catch all the bullets.
We're
trying not to get shot on Halloween.
I thought you were trying to block out the street lights so the kids are just hunting around in the bare dark.
No, I meant in the house. Order your own candy, hide it around the house, turn the lights off, let the kids dress up and look for the candy.
Okay, that's a fun idea, I guess.
It's safe too, isn't it?
Ednet. I don't know. I want everything to I want people to feel safe with their children trick-or-treating, like going house to house in a neighborhood. And I always kind of pictured the idea that if I ever did reproduce, I want to be that dad that has the little cooler in the wagon and can pull the kids halls down the street and just sip on a beer while my kids run up to the door in their cute costumes.
You're going to be a total beer dad.
You're going
to be the beer dad.
Be like, oh yeah, you guys look great.
You're not even married yet. Are you having baby fever?
No, I know. In like 10 years, I'm going to be.
In 100 years, when I'm finally mature enough to be a father.
No, in 10 years, when my kids are like old enough to be trick-or-treating and it like not be slip and fall, scrape your knee, cry situation, I'm probably going to look like Bert Kreischer and I'm going to be cracking a beer while walking my kids down the street. But that's not going to happen if cops keep shooting at trunk-or-treats.
Yeah, we can't pull out the gun of the trunk-or-treat.
Where did those bullets fall?
I'm trying to have
Who got holes in their roofs?
Where I can make up some of my own disappointment with my own children, and so I'd like to go ahead and be able to not wear Kevlar to the trunk or treat.
Why are you disappointed in your children that don't even exist yet?
No, I'm just thinking that whole thing of, well, when I'm a dad, I want to do this or whatever. Is what you were saying.
Yeah, no, I just had this idea in my head, like this little dream that if I had kids, I think I would love to be a father. But I don't know if I don't know if I want to bring children into this world because it sounds so scary.
You are so lame today.
Why?
You are so based right now.
What do you mean based?
You're going to get me ratioed, bruh.
No, I don't know what you even mean by that. I don't know what that means.
I'm kind of shooting from the hip with this.
Yeah, you really are. And I don't know. Is it wrong for me to to have the idea that I think I'd be a good dad? I don't know.
Oh, no, not at all. It's just funny.
But also, I could be the same. I could still be a good dad while enjoying a beer, while taking my kids trick-or-treating with a wagon.
No, I think it's cute. I just think it's funny you're going to be beer dad. Like, my friend John is beer dad. Like, he's always got different and really perfect beers in a beer fridge in the garage with next to his tool bench.
Probably. I'll have all that.
Oh, yeah. You're going to have the best little red wagon. You're going to weld a wagon
I'm going to have
yourself.
a Patagonia vest.
Oh, you're so Patagonia. You're gonna wear those fucking lame joggers that are so skeet on you all the time, and you're gonna have those fucking.
These are really comfortable, and they're super thin.
That's
they're breathable.
not what's cool. It's not cool if it's comfortable.
Well, no, I have my rugged wear. I have my work clothes, but then
You're not.
You're lucky I'm wearing shoes. Sometimes, like the whole summer, I'd get done at work, I'd go home, I'd take off my crusty ass socks and my work shoes, and I would take a shower and I'd switch to flip flops, and I would just not wear socks.
I really don't like looking at a grown man's toes.
Well, I get pedicures usually quarterly.
In the summer, you got to do them more often than that.
Quarterly,
like
4 times a year.
I know what quarterly means, but that's just not enough in the summer if I got to look at your toes every day.
I still clip my toenails between the pedicures.
Here's the thing. I don't want to see the joggers with the flip-flops. The jogger has to be matched with an athletic shoe.
No, I wear shorts with the flip-flops. I won't wear joggers and flip-flops. If you wear pants and flip-flops, you're a weirdo.
Those are just big feet to just have out in the world. Do you want to talk about a Nephlam?
Nephlam damn near killed him. Anyway,
we are the worst. Did you see?
Does everyone in your audience know what a Nephlam is?
Yeah, the giants that were hybrid human angels.
Yes. That's about it. I still think they exist.
I'm gonna get that camera closer to you next time.
That one?
Yeah, it's just I can't zoom on that one.
Zoom.
I'll probably set up a different camera.
Do you want to buy my Queso EK7000?
You don't need it?
Not really. It seems like what we're doing with all of our shit's involving phones now. So
yeah, I'm good for it.
Well, that's good.
What do you want for your birthday?
Happiness.
Jesus. Did you take the ACT?
No, I didn't.
Well, the ACT score is down to a 30-year low. 19.5 is the new national average.
Oh, God.
19.5. I think the max is 36.
That makes you above average because you got like 23, didn't you?
Twice.
Which is lower than I thought.
Average at the time was 21. Mm-hmm. But now it's 19.5.
But then we know some people that got like 30. And I was just kind of like, I'm not even taking it. I don't want that stress in my life.
No, yeah.
I took a placement test when I was in college. That's about it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't take the ACT, so I had to take a placement test. And you know what? I don't think I prepared for it, so I don't think it really went well. Mom says we don't respond to their messages.
What messages?
Well, you got to ask her that.
I wonder if something's wrong with the...
That's your job, bro.
Well, I'm on the Google Voice thing where that phone number
We
goes.
probably should make it a point to do this once a week.
Here, do you want to text the number and test it?
What's the number?
314-626-4208.
Okay, 314-626-4208.
Yeah, I guarantee you she's not typing it incorrectly.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to create a new contact as Jacob V. Weekly.
Good call. It's our live text line. We're going to test this on the air. Because, is it still called on the air anymore even? It's not really on the air. It's on a cable buried in the ground.
Well, I mean, you can also say that I watched a movie on the tube, but it's not a tube.
There are
TV
no
anymore.
tubes. Facebook? What am I going to do with a message on Facebook, mother? That's what I'm talking about. You're commenting on the stream on Facebook. I don't have that open.
You know, we've done this before. January of this year, we did a test. And I texted you. I said, hello?
That's funny.
So that did happen.
Yeah. But she should be, if she wants to communicate with us, she should be texting the show.
Oh, and then Claire said she texted your regular number,
Yeah.
but also people are saying
I was
stuff about
watching the
chats.
YouTube comments. I wasn't watching.
So this is the problem.
Oh, no, I have all that. This didn't used to work, this feature, where I could see all that. But now I have it open. This is the multi-stream brought to you by Streamlabs OBS.
Well, get your shit together, brah.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say about that.
Oh, apparently you're also going to be nap dad.
Nap dad? I'm already nap dad.
No, but that's the thing. If you have
I took a
kids,
20-minute nap today.
My favorite thing, I was telling somebody about this the other day, about how you used to work in a pediatric rehab hospital, and so you could hold like 8 babies in your wingspan.
Yeah, those premature drug-addicted babies were so tiny that I could hold 4 at a time.
4 at a time.
Yeah, but it wasn't safe. So it was like one here, and I had to keep the elbow in, and then one here, and then one here, and one there. And it's just like I have long forearms. My forearms are longer than the average premature drug-addicted baby.
Here, will you come up to the camera here and just flex that forearm for me? You don't have to say anything. I'll do the talking here. You want to come on up and just let me get some forearm? Oh my God! Oh, well, that's probably for the best. We got a mic down.
So I can hold a whole.
Yeah, that's a big man. Look at the definition though. What do you do weight arm wise? What do you do? What arm work are you doing? You're gripping. You're gripping.
Yep. I zip it and I grip
Yeah,
it.
why don't you drop those pants?
Nope.
Boundaries, folks.
I know that the joggers look, as you said, skeet on me, but I also have longer legs than the average human being. So it's
Get
hard.
longer joggers.
But this place doesn't sell longer joggers, and I like
Go
their
to a place
joggers.
that does.
No, those are usually really baggy, and I don't like how baggy they are in the butt. I don't like having diaper butt when I wear joggers. I like to hug my cheeks. I like it to accent my slutty little waist.
Is there somebody out there that will sponsor this show with a goddamn jogger that fits this man, so I don't have to look at his ankles?
If you end up sponsored by Casual Mail XL, I'm moving to another state.
Which one? Take your pick. We'll have money.
Oh, did you know in Montana?
go to Wyoming.
Did you know that in Montana you don't have to pay property tax?
It looks like it's Montana.
So I'm probably going to Montana. But I heard a lot of people are going to Montana, and I don't want to end up with a country cottage right next door to Henry Winkler's country cottage. You know,
That would be a great score. If we could afford to live next to Henry Winkler, why would you pick him?
I know I love Henry Winkler, but I don't want to live next to him. That's intimidating. I'd be scared to go get my mail.
You spend a lot of time getting your mail?
No, but if I lived out there, you'd have to travel down to the end of the dirt road to get your mail.
Which is bullshit, by the way.
Or
What's
go in
the
town to
point
the
of
post office.
I'm not paying the postage if they're going to leave it half a mile from my house.
Well, people got to do that. Also, I'm kind of scared to live in Montana. There's a lot of nothing out there.
My mail comes straight into my house.
Are you ever worried about cryptids?
Cryptids?
Yeah, what if you end up buying a nice house in the country and you're really happy about it, but the next thing you know, you got a skinwalker on your hands? Or a Wendigo? Or a Jersey Devil?
Or a goddamn Nephlam.
Or a Nephilim. Actually, meeting a Nephilim would probably be neat.
He would like you.
I saw one at Helen Fitzgerald's the other day. That guy had to be 9 feet tall. He was probably also 75 years old. I don't know how he was still operating. But he was permanently like this because he was so used to going under doors. Which I naturally will. I'll bob when I go through a doorway. But this man was stuck like this.
That poor thing.
Yeah.
He was 9 feet tall?
No, that was an exaggeration.
Have you seen Cedric lately?
The Entertainer?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is I've been really busy and I haven't been looking around. I'm sure we've crossed paths
You've
at
been playing
least.
Flappy Bird.
I play Flappy Bird while I drive, which is really hard to do because both are very hands-on experiences.
Well,
Flappy Bird.
apparently your cats can retrieve your mail.
Really?
I ordered that disco ball for myself from China for Christmas. It was on clearance.
Which one?
That 24-inch disco ball.
Oh, yeah, that one. That you have hanging in this basement with ceilings that are too low for a disco ball.
It's never too low for a disco ball.
Well, then put it on a shorter fucking leash.
I'm working on it.
Is that an old dog leash?
No,
It looks like one.
it's a lanyard.
Okay.
I put
Also, what the fuck is this thing?
the bear?
The bear.
It's a white elephant gift. I got it at a QT. It smells like shit. It was in a No Antics video.
It looks like something out of like an Uncanny Valley thing.
That's one of the Disney bears from back in the day.
That's
He
terrifying.
was in a band.
It looks like it looks like it's a cute sidekick in Friday night.
I
or
hate
Five
him.
Nights at Freddy's or whatever.
Yeah,
the
he's
fuck.
horrible. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm scared it's going to turn into a bear trap and squish my
Yeah,
face.
you should smell it.
No,
Give it a sniff.
hard no.
Smell that bear.
Big old pass.
Will you go smell the bear?
I'm not going to do it.
What else is on the Patreon lately? Let's tell the people.
You got to tell me.
You're a member.
I support you financially, but sometimes I'm busy and I forget to look.
Patreon.com/JacobV is the best place to keep up with this show and the only way to support us financially. Definitely make sure you support CattyShack of New Hamel, Illinois. They have a link on my very own website, jacobv.com.
I think you already did this.
That's the top of the show. I'm wrapping up the show, bud.
Oh, you're wrapping up?
Yeah.
Oh, we're closing it down?
We're way over an hour.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what time is it? Oh, God, I got to go home and watch a slideshow with my girlfriend,
Yeah, I gotta
fiance.
feed my dogs.
Wife to
Saturday, Kirkos and No Antics at the Get Down. That's probably going to be free.
I've never been to the Get Down.
You should come Saturday.
What's the vibe?
Chill.
Pretty chill?
It's great. It's a great place. It's going to be a really fun party.
It's like all the other bars in the Grove, because I'm not big
No,
on
it's not nearly as crowded.
Oh, did you see that Takashima and Parlor are officially closing? Or closed? I just think that's great. Anyway, continue.
And you get sneak peeks of new content. You get exclusive content drops on patreon.com. What else is on here? You can find the live streams there, though the live streams are also available after the fact on both Twitch and YouTube, I believe.
Also, if you ever wanted to do this in my living room, I have those two couches in an L formation, and I feel like that'd be a great setting.
The
for
hardest
podcast.
part is the streaming part. Like if we were just filming it and then putting it together later, but when I do the stream part, I don't have to do, when we do it live like this, I don't have to do any editing after the fact of the video part because you really need video for growth of a podcast, but you really don't want to tie up all your time doing a lot of editing if you can
But
avoid
all you
it.
got to do is bring over like
But
two
then
cameras
I
and a
gotta
laptop.
upload a file. I gotta upload a 90-minute video file that's gonna be multiple gigabytes large.
Okay, well, how hard do you want it?
I'd rather just do it here where I have it set up and we stream it.
Okay.
And I don't have to edit it.
But I don't even have a headset on.
Yeah. If you want to take over as an assistant producer of the show and upload the video for me, we could
What
do one
happened to
here.
Joseph?
Joseph is really busy. He's failing EMAG right now.
What's EMAG?
I don't even know.
Oh.
I don't think he does either.
Well, that's the problem.
And he's learning how to weld iPads together or something.
That seems unnecessary.
I talked to him today for about an hour. He's fine.
Oh, I'm glad he's doing well. Other than failing EMAG.
Correct.
I'm just trying to think of what EMAG is. Is it electronic magnesis?
Yes. What is this?
Hans, what do you think? Oh my God, look at him. Why is he lay like that? Jacob, don't check TikToks while you're
No. That's from the Patreon. I have like a whole album's worth of exclusive instrumental music released only on the Patreon.
There's a cat behind you.
Isn't he beautiful?
They're
Where is
wonderful. They're good cats.
Aren't they great?
They're so good. Look at them.
Hans and King, everybody. Patreon.com/JacobV. We'll see you next week. We got to get you back in here a week from now because you are not
Guys,
prepared.
we're going to come back. We're going to be better. But also, when you agree, he's
don't
being
we
a little-
me.
You could be a little bit less critical.
I'm just saying I have to be compelling.
Sometimes
All
it's part
day.
of your job also to guide the guest.
I felt like you were coming in kind of hot with nothing though.
Oh, yeah. But that's what I do.
Yeah, that's what I need you to do. But just when you're in better shape, because we don't. It's called Jacob
Again,
V
it was all the
Weekly.
Halloween candy,
It's
and I
supposed
really
to
wish
be
you would
every
stop
week.
bringing up my physique. Goodness gracious.
It's supposed to be weekly.
I don't call you out of shape.
Weekly.
Yeah, I know. And
when
we've
it's
been
weekly,
doing it like
it's
every other
crisp.
month.
When it's monthly, it's slow.
You could also invite other guests.
Well, I've been trying to do that, but it was a mess down here before. Are you saying it's still too much of a mess down here for
No.
guests?
No.
I have band
no,
practice
I'm
down
saying
here.
you
Doesn't
need
it
to,
look like
you
I have
need to
band
quit
practice
putting
down
your
here?
dreams on my shoulders because it's your show. It's Jacob V Weekly, not Jacob V and the Bug or whatever the fuck you want to call
V
it.
and the Bug, is that what you want to call it?
Yeah.
Or you want to go through a rebrand?
No, if you want me to be in it as a full-time thing, you have to put me in it.
I think people want you in it.
That's great. I love that people love us being on this podcast together. But also, there's Cam. I enjoyed the episode you did with him. There's Emma. There's other people. You could invite on members of No Antics.
They want to do it, but they go to bed kind of early.
Why? They seem like kind of a fuck around type. What do you mean they go to bed early?
They all have day jobs and they all go to bed early during the week.
Even Miles?
Maybe not Miles.
Miles seems like a...
Miles will do a pod anytime you want. I saw him last night. We tried to hook up Dee Dee's Wi-Fi to no avail.
Wow.
Dee Dee's been on the show before. The rest of the boys have been on the show before without Molly. Molly's never been on the show.
You should have Molly on the show.
She really wants to do it. It's just hard for us to... Because usually when we spend time together, we're making content for them, for No Antics.
What if you did a mobile pod with Molly?
Yeah, she could come over here. She's been here before.
If we could do a pod on the drive to Chicago, we can do a pod anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
and I like to drop an audio-only
being so
episode
stingy.
that's done mobily, but we hadn't done a live stream in so long, people will think that we've moved on.
I think this episode has run its course.
No, I think we're doing great.
You said we were wrapping it up.
I had already wrapped it up, and you keep prolonging it.
Oh, well, then just say bye and start the music.
Yeah, patreon.com/JacobV, JacobV.com, CattyShack of New Hamel, Illinois. Lion's Choice, send a check.
Folks, thank you all so much for joining us.
Don't you do that. Why don't you do that? You don't get to fucking come in here like that and flub most of the hour, and then at the end you're going to act like you're Casey Kasem. I'll kill you. I'll stab you in the
Ladies
neck.
and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening on Jacob V Weekly. My name's Clay. I was your wonderful guest, and you all have a good rest of your night. Bye.